Hi everyone, welcome back to another anatomy video. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at the somatic nerves as well as some different plexuses. So please like and subscribe for more content. And now we're going to get into the upper body somatic nerves. So first we have the axillary nerve. It's highlighted over here in purple and it kind of looks a little bit like a tree with tons of different branches on it and stuff like that. This is the nerve that is going to be in your armpit region. Then we have the musculocutaneous nerve. So it's highlighted over here in pink and it's on the most lateral side of the arm. You can also see over here around the elbow, the nerve kind of wraps around and comes to the posterior view of the arm. Right next to it, on the most medial side, we have the median nerve. So it runs directly down the middle of the arm and then it goes to kind of like the palmar surface of your arm. Finally, we have the radial and ulnar. So again, the radial nerve is going to be on the thumb side. So it's highlighted over here in green and you can see on the posterior view that it actually connects directly to your thumb over here. The ulnar nerve is going to be on the pinky side, so it starts kind of where your armpit would be, and then it goes across the elbow, and on the anterior view over here, you can see that it leads to your pinky finger over here. So that is your ulnar nerve. All right, so now we're going to get into the different plexuses and kind of just the whole body nerves. So up here in your neck region, that is going to be your cervical plexus. And then right below it is going to be your brachial plexus. So the cervical is kind of more so your neck region, while the brachial plexus is going to be including like your shoulders and your arms and your upper back region. We also have your phrenic nerve up here highlighted in yellow. Again, you can see your axillary nerve in purple. Then you have your intercostal nerves. The intercostal nerves is just going to be all of the nerves that are running along your back. So you have the posterior thoracic nerves and then the anterior thoracic nerves, which is going to be where your ribs are located on the front side near your sternum, while on the back side it's closer to your vertebrae and the posterior ribs. So next you have your lumbar plexus. This is going to be the region with the last 5 vertebrae of your spine. So highlighted in red is your lumbar plexus. And then your sacral plexus is going to be where your sacrum is. So your sacrum and your coccygeal, aka your tailbone, that is where your sacral plexus is. Then we have the obturator nerve, which I highlighted in pink. The obturator nerve actually goes through the obturator foramen of the coxal bones. So that is a great way to kind of remember it. If it's pointed to on an exam, just follow it up. And if it goes through the obturator foramen, then you know that it is the obturator nerve. Next, your gluteal nerves is going to be right next to it. It's in green. It goes a little bit more medial at the end into the glutes region. Then your sciatic nerve is going to be this big nerve over here that is right down the middle of your thigh. From the sciatic nerve, it becomes the femoral nerve down here. So in this kind of like pinkish, purplish color, right before it separates. So the femoral nerve is the area right before it separates. You also have your saphenous nerve, which is a little bit more towards the medial side. It's highlighted in orange. And be careful not to mix it up with the sciatic nerve. So finally, where the femoral nerve separates into 2 different distinct areas, the one that is going to be more lateral, that is your common fibular nerve. I've highlighted it over here in red, and it can also be seen over here on the other leg. And then finally, your tibial nerve, which I highlighted in this teal aquamarine color. It is going to go down. It kind of wraps around your calcaneus/heel area, and then it goes into the foot. So this is your tibial nerve. All right. And now here is another look at the leg. It shows just three of the main ones. So you have your femoral nerve over here in green, and then the saphenous nerve in pink comes down from it. It's a little bit more medial. And then your obturator nerve, this is a really good viewpoint. You can see it goes through the obturator foramen of the coxal bone. The obturator foramen just refers to this hole that is in the coxal bone. All right, so that is everything for the somatic nerves and the different plexuses. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, video recommendations, leave them in the comments. Also, if you would like some extra anatomy tutoring, I also offer that, so please comment and I will get back to you guys with some resources. Overall, please just like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye!